Welcome to Fashion Week International, a new show that reports on the most fabulous fashion weeks in the world and the culture and politics behind them. We were here for Colombia Fashion Week, a celebration of Colombia's second most famous export, beautiful girls.
Colombia tiene una gran riqueza natural que es la mujer. La belleza es innata y es lo importante y lo que nos destaca ante el mundo. La mujer latina, y en especial la colombiana, es la más importante en el mundo, diría yo.
Todas mis amigas del colegio tuvieron cirugía. Antes de salir del colegio, de 17 años más o menos, ya están operadas.
Medellín es la capital de la moda de Colombia.
Los bolsos.
No nos puede faltar ningún bolso, no nos pueden faltar bolsos.
Los bolsos grandísimos.
Grandes, para hombres.
You know there's a fashion week going on.
Vámonos para Amazonas.
We're in Colombia at Colombia Fashion Week. Most fashion weeks are synonymous with cocaine. This fashion week is having an extra hard time totally trying to dispel that, because Medellin is the old stomping ground of Pablo Escobar. And yeah, we're just going to have a big fashionable time and not take any cocaine. We started in the trade show. This wasn't so much high fashion as it was high street. I couldn't help but notice the women perusing and working the stalls were all flaunting their Latin curves. The girls all stuck to a fairly mainstream high street honey look. But there were some who were at least making an effort.
Do you really think you're going to find the latest trends here?
Nuestras pintas son muy relajadas. Nuestras pintas nosotros mismos las creamos, nos vestimos normal, lo que encontremos.
Es amor por la moda en francés. Colombia se quiere internacionalizar tanto que estamos buscando que las modelos de acá sean flacas iguales a las europeas, para mostrar unos diseños tan excelentes que podamos ser competencia como París o Milán. Claro, sí, hay modelos de acá de Colombia que son más que todas las que desfilan ropa interior, que sí son modelos latinas.
Wow. You have an incredible body. Is it all natural?
Sí, claro. Sí.
Well, it's really weird that she obviously forgot that she had bum implants and a boob job. But maybe there's like collective amnesia going on here. That night we attended the first fashion show of the week, held in a disused factory across town. It didn't take us long to make friends. I was pounced on by the inimitable Diego, who insisted on taking me under his wing.
Have you been here before? I mean, backstage? No, okay, let's go. Do you like the way I walk?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Okay, I can do it like this.
Yeah.
Okay, do you like it? Okay, now like this. Right? Very easy, you know? Yeah.
Diego,
Yeah.
do you enjoy the fashion show?
Oh, never. But
No.
I want to. No, never. Actually, I have to be honest. Yes. Because I try to be a little bit careful, okay?
Try to be a little bit careful, okay?
Okay,
Hola.
one of the models.
No, mira, es horrible.
So this is backstage, as you can see.
Diego, what are we doing here?
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, hello everyone. Okay, we are in Colombia Moda, okay, which is a pretty, important event about money. About this kind of stuff. This is very important for us, okay?
No, I had no idea what he was talking about, but I knew it was all very important.
Over here we have John, and he's responsible for the makeup.
All the girls are having, cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
It's not natural.
Yeah, it is not.
What do you think?
Okay, ¿qué piensas que todo el mundo sabe que el cosmético no es natural y todo eso? ¿Qué crees de eso?
Pues, ¿qué creo? Creo que en el momento lo que es, no es que sea...
Lost in translation again, thanks to Diego. It was an odd show and surprising first impression of Colombian fashion. Cocaine had gone from being the elephant in the corner of the room to just a giant pile of prop drugs in the middle of the room. The vibe was very European, a long way from what we'd seen at the trade show. We skipped across town to the next show in search of some answers. We're backstage at Colombia Moda, and the models are practicing, and they're really hot, but they don't look like Colombian girls.
Energía, mi amor.
Las modelos en Colombia han madurado, han crecido y han entendido que la moda es del mundo. Entendieron que ser modelo no es ser bonita, que ser modelo es llevar una prenda bien llevada. Se volvieron ganchos de ropa.
Yo sí creo que la estética que está cambiando, hace 20 años estábamos en una narcoestética. Sí, no, muy natural, demasiado trashy, diría.
Would you say that this fashion week and models like you represent the rest of Colombia?
Ok, gracias. Yo creo que me tengo que ir.
She didn't like that question then. The term narco beauty seemed to be as much to do with class as fashion. After the show, someone tipped us off about a separate fashion event going on across town called Moda para el Mundo. I wanted to find out the buzz from some of the girls at Colombia Moda.
Have you heard of this other fashion week, Para el Mundo?
Me da pena decir lo que quiero decir. No lo digas.
Moda para el mundo is more like for people that I don't want to say.
The following day, we resolved to check out this other fashion week to see for ourselves.
So we've just arrived in like a really fun area of town. I guess you'd call it downtown. It's literally a stone's throw from the actual fashion week. It's worlds apart. It's called Moda para el Mundo, fashion for the world, and it's supposedly going to represent more of Colombian fashion.
People's arses are just such a massive distraction from everything else. It's kind of impossible to talk about anything else. It's just ridiculous.
Estamos en Moda para el Mundo, entonces vamos a presentar el desfile de la colección nueva de Checa. También va a estar el cantante Checa, que es puertorriqueño, es un cantante de reggaetón, y vamos a estar acá pues presentando como la colección. Esa es una de ellas.
How do you feel about the fact that at the other fashion week, Colombia Moda, they're slowly phasing out Colombian girls and girls with curves?
Pues yo no pasé a Colombia Moda porque estaba gorda, pero yo me siento bien así como estoy. Yo creo que Colombia Moda debe mostrar la moda y las mujeres colombianas.
Although some girls were natural, most definitely had some help to achieve those curves. The plastic surgery was ubiquitous on the catwalk.
Me atrevo a decir que eso también tiene que ver con la mafia y los narcotraficantes, porque ellos siempre tienen una mujer que sea exuberante, que tenga muchos atributos, pues que sea siempre mostrona. Entonces de pronto eso se empezó a aplacar, y esa cultura en Medellín, y que todos teníamos que ser 90, 60, 90 y hasta más. Parecer bonita muchas veces lleva esas implicaciones a tener que operarse, muchas veces no solo los senos, sino también la cara, pues todo.
All the runways are over for today, and next there's going to be this reggaeton band performing on the catwalk. I don't really know anything about them, they're two dudes. Hi!
Hola.
Is it sunny in here?
Es fácil. Nosotros decimos, ella quiere que la toque, ella quiere que la bese y que le dé. Ella quiere que la toque, ella quiere que la bese y que le dé. Y esta disco que le dé.
Las mujeres de Medellín, en especial, yo creo que se destacan porque les gusta marcar la diferencia en sus cuerpos voluptuosos. Algunas se cuidan, algunas acuden a la cirugía, pero ya es parte de como nosotros, que cantamos reggaetón y tenemos que llevar siempre nuestra pinta que nos identifiquen.
Pancho, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal, Pancho?
Nuestro bling bling, nuestros lentes, entre ellas también tienen sus partes que las identifiquen y hagan ver diferente ante las demás.
It was unusual for me to hear women's body parts referred to as bits, comparable to accessories such as sunglasses.
Es muy linda. ¿De dónde es? ¿De dónde son? ¿De Estados Unidos? ¿De Inglaterra? Wow, yo represento mi linda tierra y esta hermosa mujer viene de Inglaterra. Aquí sí hay paz, aquí no hay guerra y el que pelee se entierra. Clase aparte, Killer y Regilo Fortunati con la belleza de Inglaterra. El Reino Unido encendido. Aus. Está lloviendo yo.
Fantastic. Okay, we finished for today. We have a nice shot.
Remember, retouch, make my bum look bigger, put Beyonce's face here, that would be great.
Why? If Beyonce's a little bit black, why you want to be black?
Why not?
A blonde black?
Let's have a look.